Welcome back. All right, so news of the day video for all you fine people on your Tuesday, October the 25th. Injury news basically dominates today's news, which is standard at this point in the year. But Snevich has been moved to the IR. He's only played one game so far this year, so it's not really a surprise. The Blues have also signed Tyler Pitlick to a one-year deal at $750,000. He, of course, was on a tryout, got released. Now he's got a contract. So good on Pitlick. He gets himself a contract. Hopefully he does well in a bottom six role with the St. Louis Blues. Good news for Columbus today as well. Good news and bad news. The good news being that Laine returns ahead of schedule. He was supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks. He's back already. It's a little bit early compared to what it was supposed to be, but he says he's 100%. The coach says he's 100%. I guess he's 100%. On the downside, though, Danforth is out for 6 months. Torn labrum. He's going to need surgery. So all the best to Danforth and his recovery from that. It's too bad. Danforth's one of those guys that I like because you could use the term late bloomer for him. I prefer to look at it as a guy who didn't give up on his dream of reaching the NHL. And so hopefully he's able to come back sooner than that and gets back into the lineup with them, right? Because bottom six players, you just never know how long you're going to be in the National Hockey League. Speaking of guys returning to the lineup, Devon Toews returns to the lineup for Colorado. I still can't see what exactly the injury was. He only missed the 2 games, but he's scheduled to return tonight. So Jacob McDonald comes out of the lineup so he can go in, and that's good news for Colorado. Their blue line being healthy is a bad sign for the rest of the league, and of course tonight they're against the Rangers, so that should be a really fun matchup. It'd be great if both teams were as healthy as possible for that one. Where we're going to get Georgiev at one end, I assume Shesterkin at the other. I've seen for sure it's going to be Georgiev, but we'll see. Brandon Carlo is returning to the lineup for the Bruins. Good, because he was out with a concussion. He was out 10 days with a concussion, so hopefully he's 100%. Gets a full shift and everything, all that fun stuff, because Carlo is a very important part of that blue line for Boston. They have a big game tonight against Dallas, so having Carlo out there will make a big difference, because Dallas will be looking to bounce back from a down game against an Ottawa Senators team that really looks as good as advertised right now. So yeah, with Carlo back, we'll see what that does for Boston's defense. JVR, this is unfortunate. JVR got hurt, is out indefinitely with a broken finger. He needed surgery for that broken finger, so we'll see how long he's out. But when they say indefinitely, I assume months, right? So it's going to be months without JVR. And we'll see how they respond. On the upside, though, if you're a Flyers fan, it looks like Tippett and Ristolainen may very well return to the lineup on Thursday. They're at the very least close. So for a Philly team that's off to a pretty good start to the season, if they're healthy as well and if they continue to listen to the teachings of John Tortorella, I think they'll be just perfectly fine. San Jose is not on the board. Seattle is. I don't know why I went with San Jose. Oh, I know why, because it's on the board right here. Just saw it. Seattle news, Grubauer moved to the IR with a lower body injury. Of course, he exited the last game, just was gone after the second period. And so, or no, not the last game, the game before that. Decord is now part of the tandem along with Jones. That's the tandem for now. This is a Seattle team that's paying Grubauer, and they're also paying Drieger a lot of money. And neither goaltender being healthy right now has to be frustrating to Ron Francis. Nothing against Decord and Jones, but that really wasn't the plan, right? So for Seattle, who are at home tonight against a very much improved Buffalo team, at least early in the season, we'll see how things go for them. It could be a long next few weeks here for Seattle, depending on how their goaltending holds up. Vegas news. So they're in San Jose tonight. There's the San Jose mention. Phil Kessel is set to create a new Ironman record. The thing that I find funny is that he doesn't like drinking water. Right there with you, Phil. There's definitely, when I hear Phil talk, I'm like, I get it. He's just a regular guy. He's not he doesn't come across as like a super athlete. He doesn't come across as a guy who's like, he comes across as just a guy you could just sit down, just have a beer with, and just chat with, and he'd probably be, great fun to hang around with. And I think Kessel's personality means he will end up on a broadcasting team of some sort, should he choose to do that after retirement. But tonight, he is set to create a brand new Ironman record. I assume after that, he'll just say, I think I'm just going to take a week off. I play in Vegas. I'm just going to hang out on the strip for a while. I'm kidding, of course. He wouldn't do that. But he had that 400th goal taken away last night by Toronto, which I thought was kind of mean. I was kind of hoping for an empty net goal for Kessel, something so we get that 400th back. But he's at $3.99. They're against San Jose. They've been known to, in the past, put up a lot of goals in San Jose. So I would be kind of surprised if, with the lead, we don't see Kessel getting more ice time in order to try to get him that 400th goal. He has been dropped from the top two lines. As I said when they signed him, he's more of a support player now than he was before. Not the same player, but he comes back pretty well. I was keeping an eye on him last night, and his back checking is decent. His speed is still there, and he's still performing a decent role for Vegas. So here's to hoping he gets goal number 400 the same night that he breaks the Ironman streak. And of course, if Kessel breaks the Ironman streak tonight, which he's going to, I will need to do a video about his career tomorrow, which could be very entertaining. So yeah, for Phil Kessel, this is a big night tonight, and he's going to shrug it off and just be just as casual about it as everything else, and I love that about him. Vancouver news isn't on the board, but they're saying all the things about we're gonna get better and blah blah blah. Quinn Hughes is out week to week. I mean they've lost their first 7 games, so take your time. It's fine. Don't come back till you're ready. And of course, the market is being completely reasonable and level-headed about the play of the Canucks right now. It's a very level-headed crew, the Vancouver Canucks fan base. That's what Vancouver fans are known for, being level-headed and reacting to things rationally and like normal people. So anyways, there you go. Just a quick news of the day video for all you fine people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. And of course, people are saying trade everything, burn it to the ground, trade it, trade it, trade it. The Canucks need to change their goal song to burn it to the ground. That's what it was during the preseason. I will stand on this. That just makes sense. Burn it to the ground is the absolute song that should be the goal song, not Don't You Forget About Me. Although right now, their play's kind of forgettable. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.